All right, let's get into the trending topics now. And a good few sort of ones jumping out this morning, and quite strongly so. And Nhlanhla Lux. So this is I don't know how to put it, because he's sort of been quite vocal about the shutdown that's about to take place on Monday. And he put out a message on social media, which we sort of listened to now. And it was all against Julius Malema and saying, you know, Julius Malema goes to these things, he's surrounded by bodyguards, and we will not let him turn our country into, you know, whatever it is. So he goes out and gives this strong message against the protest and the violence, and saying that you know, if I stop you, don't you touch me. But the real kicker here is when he brings Julius Malema's wife into the conversation, and then says, don't worry, this is to his wife, we'll look after you when your husband is behind bars or whatever happens to him. So it just sort of left a very bitter taste in a lot of people's mouths. So Nhlanhla Lux, a very big talking point this morning.
Yeah, and you know, it's one of those things, him also saying that he will personally arrest Julius Malema, should he not operate within the confines of the law. He will be there on the front lines. And, you know, people just basically dissecting all of this and asking, you know, this one, Raisibe, asking, for example, does he perhaps want to contest the next election?
Yeah.
Because that's also, you know, I suppose some of the questions going about, like, where's your constituency?
Yeah.
You know, who are you representing in all of this? But all that on Twitter.
Indeed.
Nhlanhla Lux.
Yeah, go there, have a look at it. Lots of talking points on that one. All right, next one. SANDF.
And this is still to do with the national shutdown on Monday. So the president, I think, also responding to this yesterday during that state visit. But before that, the minister in the presidency, I think there was a press briefing earlier of the security cluster as well. And there was an announcement that the South African National Defence Force will actually be deployed. And again, why, the question also coming up, why are we deploying the South African National Defence Force for a protest march? And what about all the other times that there have been cries, for example, the crime, gangsterism on the Cape Flats, where there were basically requests for the South African National Defence Force to be deployed, fell on deaf ears, but they are now going to be deployed. I'm not sure what they're going to do.
I don't know. You know, it's just, I suppose there's just a lot of people weighing in on what's going to happen on Monday, and one wonders if this is, you know, if it's. I don't know. I don't know. We almost have to wait and see what's going to happen. But there's just been such a
happening today.
An ANC one, isn't there?
In the capital.
Yeah, and it's organised by the ANC. Is it?
Yeah, it's about what's happening in the Tshwane Council.
Indeed. It's
so,
not
and the fact that we have protests every single day virtually in this country.
And we didn't see the SANDF on the streets when we saw the public service, when that march and protest was going on, and we saw
where people were being prevented from
seeking medical
attention.
People died. I mean, we heard the health minister saying that 4 people died as a result of that, and that went on for a protracted period. I didn't see the SANDF there, so I don't know.
Well, wasn't there talk of them being deployed towards the end of that? But all the same, this is what people are talking about on Twitter.
On a final note for this one, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi saying there were over 1,700 or 1,700 murders in Gauteng alone between October and December. Where was the SAPS with its SANDF backup? No other police force in the world is as corrupt and inefficient fighting crime as the SAPS. Top generals are in the pockets of criminals, and this is all about responding to a story saying that the SANDF will be on the streets on Monday.
I'm confused. So what exactly is supposed to be happening on Monday?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, let's have a look. Let's take a look at the rest of the trending topic. Hey, Gavin Watson. Here's an interesting one. So, in fact, I don't think this has anything to do with Gavin Watson. Gavin Watson has just come up in this conversation because the story,
collateral damage,
exactly, is about Thabo Bester, and Thabo Bester he was known as the Facebook rapist. I think that's what he was convicted for, life imprisonment. And he was in the Mangaung prison. It was a private prison. And then he allegedly died in the prison. But there's been a lot of stories about that. Did he actually die? Because
no, let me fill you in.
Do you want to go more?
We wanted to do the story yesterday on the radio, but it just went everywhere. So apparently, Thabo Bester, the Facebook rapist, this is a story that was done by Ground Up.
Yes.
So, and on the day when he allegedly died, he had been moved from his cell to a cell on the far side of the prison. Nobody knows why. But then a body was found. This is as per the Ground Up report. There was a fire that broke out in the cell, and then they found a body under the mattress.
Indeed, and it
was burned beyond recognition.
But
this body
than what
is said to be around 1.4 meters, 1.45 meters tall, long, short, and Thabo Bester is said to have been over 1.7 meters tall.
Yes.
But then the wife then claimed the body. The police confiscated the body to go and conduct DNA tests. Then the mother tried to claim the body. A DNA test revealed she was not the mother.
Oh my gosh.
And
what a drama.
Yeah.
So can I cut the story very, very short? Because he has allegedly been spotted shopping. Allegedly. So there's a picture doing the round in Sandton City of Thabo Bester that somebody took because he was actually with somebody else, that Nandipa Magudumana.
That is his customary
so somebody took
wife.
A photograph and said, hang on, but that looks exactly like him. So when we say Gavin Watson is trending, then we mean it got nothing to do with Gavin Watson. It's just
but people are linking it, and they're saying maybe this is what happened to Gavin Watson. Because remember, we never saw Gavin Watson's body.
No,
we were told that he died in that accident, and this is what people are saying.
Phew, okay, that took a lot of time. Final one, Mbeki. So Mbeki again, all about the shutdown, and he weighed in on it as well and said that, certainly they are more than, we've got this, and perhaps we'll run it in the news, but he was saying they are well within their rights to this is the EFF, to do and say what they want, but in a peaceful manner, and we must allow them to be. That's it. I'm in a very, very paraphrased version of it, but that's what he had to weigh in on. Okay. That's it.
Those are trending topics.
Indeed.
It feels like a Friday, right?
It does. And we could carry on those trending topics, because amongst those, there's a whole whack of others as well. So people have got a lot to say on social media this morning.
Yeah, I'm just so happy everything else took precedence over Arsenal. But,
okay.
That's that.